Let's look on our making. Because this week we want to sing part by part. One, the spirit person. Secondly, the breath. Because when you sing now that it gets to rain. Rain comes with the flooding. It comes with the wind. Hailstorms and thunder. And whatever it has decided, it comes to destroy. It comes to cause death, cause losses. What makes this to happen or to behave like that? A creature that's dangerous, that we united with, through what forms the clouds of rain, is the same thing that we're sharing out. So as we take in this breath, this air here, the same goes to make up this clouds of rain. So the same. Even we, in bigger numbers, we are able to breathe out too much, and that breath is able to go and make clouds of rain. Now, as it turns back, it comes with the force of danger, coming to pursue us, to destroy our lives, destroy our properties, spoil things. Why? The one whom we are taking in is a dangerous creature, which is the serpent. So we are taking in a dangerous creature. We are taking out a dangerous creature. So is the master controller of our lives. So is the inflictor of problems. So is the one who is seated there. Let's make the concentration on the side of goodness. Remember, inside of us, based on how we've been formed, our formation. Our formation. We have the person of goodness, bearing the knowledge of goodness, having the words of goodness, having the prayer of goodness. So this person here, based on how it was made, is made in line with the animal. This is all that speaks within. Now when it comes to the side of goodness, when we possess the knowledge, the understanding that whatever pertains our life, enter in, bring out, is all out of goodness. And this is the life of the serpent. That is life in our formation. Now, it is mission based on how it is built in our lives. Periodical building, an ongoing building. Now, you find that we have been built to be a person who is connected with the gods of the animal. Have the knowledge, have the reasoning, but all this drive to save the animal. When we do examine the side of God, in his state of being, he is true in his word. He is right in his practice. Having true life. And he is ever living. And is ever willing. And wishing good. Whereas in our formation, the creature that is inside, making a revolving move, is a dangerous creature that has made us and designed us in the way that we possess the knowledge. That knowledge drives us into worshiping dead beings, giving us the knowledge that we should be bearing the word, which word bears those from the underworld. The prayer that we have aligns and connects us with the spirits of dead beings, with the names of dead beings. That is what we have been made to be. So our making does not connect us to God. That's why you see that you come to the point where you get to be weighed down. Why you find that you don't no longer connect with God. You no longer have any love and desire for God. You see yourself weighed down. You are being overcome. They said you are succumbing to this creature. Why? Because of your formation. All that speaks in you. You have to be making your submissions to those creatures underworld. You have to be paying homage to them. That is you. And that's why you see they made for them the Bible. Put for them the names that you have to be calling out. You have your father who you have to call. You have the son, your brother who you have to call. You have the woman who you have to call. You have the names of those who are in the Bible. What you have to assimilate with. They have already made for you that. Period. You stay there. Align yourself. Keep moving. Have your type of prayers. Go on doing it. The prayer has been given to you. Because through what you have eaten, it opened the pathway that everything rises from underworld. So it has been created. How the eyes transformed. You see, you ask the person, what do you see? I see everything is just good. What? Everything that I see is all good. Nothing bad. I don't see anything. That's how people have been made. Even though he's not in problems, the eyes that he has, you see everything is good. Why? Their sight has been perfected in the sight of goodness. And that's why they speak that everything that I see is just good. I see myself I'm flying. I'm seeing myself marrying a white lady. I see myself driving. I see myself in a powerful building. I see myself working in the bank. That's all that I see. A person has been perfected like that. And he waits 1 year. Nothing happens. I'm saying everything's good. When it comes to that, questioning and auditing this, what is it? He said you have to bear patience. Your things are on their way. They are coming. 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, nothing happened. Remember yesterday? Oh, yesterday, but one person was giving us the testimony. About the church he went into those days. And they made a prophecy. And the prophet said, we see you buy a plot of land. Now we are seeing the permit. He waited 1 year. No plot of land. Second, no plot of land. 10 years, no plot of land. We are seeing goodness. What? We are seeing what? Goodness. The eyes that have been placed in us is to see everything good. That's how we've been made. Because your master sits in you. He cannot show you errors. And that's why you see Jesus was married to the perfect thing. He was, ladies and gentlemen, even though you see the white in there, he ate with the sinners. He made wine. With the prostitute. All that. He was ever eating He lied. All that one is a perfect man. Even though it's written there, nobody can hold it this way. No. Why? Already the way you have been made, they are made in goodness. So even though you see errors, you see them errors and weaknesses as good. That's how we've been made. The knowledge is perfected. The statement that comes, they come in the right way of goodness. This is how we've been made. So we have been barred from accessing God. And we've been made in a perfect way with our God whom we submit to. That's what we are. So we are pulling out those from the underworld. We are relating with them. You went as a person. When did you get access to God? God? Can any person see God? After what they even say, if you see God, you will not live. You have been perfected in that state. I can't see God. They scare me from sleep. What has been made crazy sits in the head. I ask a question. Why could God scare people? Is this God really the God who created us? Okay. And they say, all is God he came in the garden and walked with the first man. They went always conversing. They went on as friends. They always moved together. Where has that God go? Now we are sitting here, a scaring God. If you see him, you will not live. He will kill you. That God is a killer. But you don't have the ability, the knowledge to examine. But why should God kill? In the first place, did God create death? There is no ability to examine and audit that. Now, here we are seeing another God here who has death and is scared people. And we go with that one. What is happening? So that you don't get anxiously to become, someone who is ready, anxious actually, to see that he finds God. You are tightly locked. You have seen the snake. How many times have you seen the snake? This week I've seen the snake 3 times. Whenever I see him, scared. What? When I saw him, was having blood. It means the one who was written about was Lucifer. Because he kills. He sucks people's blood. Now this book that we have, they have placed it there to see to it that man is covered in these very cycles of the animal. That nobody breaks through the way you have been made. The knowledge, the understanding. It is all keeping you in the surroundings of those people. That's why they made for you. Exalt Jesus with all that. And they branded you with all respects, with all honors. This is what this world has done. We are pulling that from the other. So this is the knowledge that's going on. These are the gods. Why have they blinded us? That nobody can wake up and that we are living the life of falsehood. The world is under falsehood. It is because what has made us as bad as confused our knowledge to seek in that we access God. So people have served and gotten contented. Whereas one by one is being taken. We console one another. We go on and closer and we encourage the other. And we wait for when they will pick another. And we go on and we make the prayers for that. And we be farewell for that. The preacher's working is active. Is doing its mission. We are falling out of God. The world is standing. We are having obstructions. How will be made? This is how we are. We need to deal out with this. How will be made? And all the systems that pertains our making, that comes from the service, and all the practices that Lucifer has made, that comes and this God sees, and the knowledge that we're possessing, and the prayer that we're making, the religious prayer, the prayer of goodness that has been given to us. So as we deal with this, let's make sure that we also handle the reins, but from how it has been formed, that it raises from within us. That's why you see that everything comes soon. But we need to take note of this, that the animal is so active, it's present within. He said again, to inflict as much pain as they can. Again, I charge you with this. Rise up and be ready to face up with whatever comes. Whatever you're being revealed to, but show it with one hand. Be a fighter. Because these things came and they start here. That's why you see that they move, they get back. They go up, they come back. They are still sticking up. Why? They don't want them to lose. They don't want to leave you. Be a fighter. Let me again echo this. Because they are making sicknesses. Be a fighter when they have released anything. I believe one time it was Mrs. Pastor who saw me. I underwent every kind of, can I say most of the sicknesses? Flu, cough, malaria, ban. I underwent all this. Can you imagine a person, a full kettle of water, boiling and overturning and pouring upon you, and burning the entire side, one side? And yet, with the warning that no medicine should be put against it. And I saw fats over the body, and I saw the veins outside. And Mrs. Bass said, this is the way. With all that pain, not of 1 day, not of 2 days, not of 3 days, not of 4 days, but the pain close into 2 weeks. But with all that fire getting into my hand, And as if that wasn't enough, within that pain there, after 10 days with that pain, when you see the fats, you see the fats, you see the veins are looking at you. You have to pray. And pray. You have to kneel down. Kneel down. As you've been doing it. You have to do it than even the past time. While I was small. With that. And I knew that this flesh here is going to get down and pour down there. That's what I knew, but I thought I'm going to do it. If I see it getting down there, let it. Because God told me that this is body. I shouldn't put anything. 10 days that they brought the eye. I saw the pain of the eye. I forgot all this pain. I did this one. This one here. When the fire became too much, I got the pillow and I put it in my hand. And I could press the hand. Because every pain went there. But when it came to the eye, this is what I saw was much more dangerous than even this. The eye pained. It was red. I tried to open it, I didn't remove it. It is just moving like water. I felt like directing the doesn't come. I felt like urine is so strong. It was extra painful. So I had to catch it like this. And when the 2 days were over, it had to quit. But my mind did not go. In all this, I never thought that there is a hospital. I never thought that there's any other thing that can heal me. I only knew God is the one who heals. That's the only thing. Mrs. Pastor said that I wait to see because me, while she was a doctor in the hospital, she treated me. So she has all the knowledge of sicknesses. I told me that I know that kind of situation. But I wait to see how God is going to heal. And indeed, after 2 weeks, I began to see this begin chewing. And until he came and he covered that place. And he covered, even though you saw where I got the bag, so when he came to the leg here, the veins were still on top. Can you imagine? It's scary seeing the veins up. And I could only see the veins outside. Still white there. Then I asked God, why haven't you covered those veins? That I've still left them for there. I've left them as the mark of a warrior because of the That's what God told me. And sometime later on, is when I came again and also covered that place. Ladies and gentlemen, in all this I'm speaking this because of what the animal is supposed to come and bring to your side. But as they do like that, there's something that they are calculating. Last week, we had one of our pupils, the other side of Sogabiende, was at school. And those doctors came with their drugs that they are doing the warming. And they forced this child to take drugs. But the moment he swallowed this, they and then fell sick. Can you imagine these people are heartless? The child was okay. I've taken these drugs. Has fallen sick. They are calling the parent, come and pick your child. And the child has never been sick. Has never fallen sick. The moment he entered this creature, because this is sickness, that he entered into his body. They have to call me and tell me what's happening. Now, whenever they make this move here, that they have made up sickness. If you have not moved past this, you are going to be lured at that very side. So you are going to open the room for the serpent to come and operate in you. Take note. Prepare that when you're being attacked, let your head be constituted, be framed, and be moving and going. Knowing the one who has your head. Because that's what they want. They want to say that you are under pain.